Chad Daybell, husband of infamous doomsday mom Lori Vallow Daybell, is facing murder charges for his wife Tammy and for Lori Vallow Daybell's two children, 7-year-old JJ and 16-year-old Tylee. Chad Daybell married Lori Vallow Daybell just 2 weeks after his wife Tammy died. Now, Chad and Tammy had 5 children. All 5 children are now adults, and they gave an interview to 48 Hours, and all of the children have stated that they stand behind their father and that they believe their father was framed, that he was framed by Lori Vallow Daybell and her brother, Alex Cox. According to Chad Daybell's daughter, Emma Murray, GPS puts Alex Cox on Chad Daybell's property on and off throughout the day, the same day investigators believe that Tylee died and was buried on that property. Now, Alex Cox killed Lori's 4th husband, Charles, the man that Lori was married to before she married Chad Daybell. Originally, Charles Vallow's death was considered self-defense by Alex Cox, but after recent events, investigators decided to look a little deeper into that death. Now, keep in mind, when Charles Vallow decided to divorce Lori, he said that Lori threatened to murder him. Emma Murray goes on to say that her father, Chad, that at one time he was a professional gravedigger, and that if he had buried Tylee and JJ, that he would not have buried them in the shallow grave that they were found in. The children go on to say that if their father had murdered JJ and Tylee, that there's no way he would be stupid enough to bury their bodies in his own backyard. Regarding their mother Tammy's death, the children say that now investigators are telling them that their mother did not die of natural causes, that she died from asphyxiation. And that does not mean that their father smothered their mother. All that means is there was an interruption in her ability to breathe. What I find most interesting is Emma Murray saying that GPS put Alex Cox at her father's property the same day investigators believe Tylee died. And that GPS shows Alex Cox on the property, leaving the property, and coming back to the property. Is it possible that we are seeing a defense shape up for Chad Daybell? Could it be that Chad Daybell's defense will be that Lori Vallow and her brother, Alex Cox, murdered Tylee and JJ, that he had no knowledge that it was going to happen, that he did not participate in the murder, and that he had no knowledge that those children were buried literally in his backyard? I think that Alex Cox could possibly cause reasonable doubt. He and Lori seem to have plotted at least one other murder together. What do you all think? Do you think that if it's true and that Alex Cox was on that property, that Alex Cox conspired with Chad and Lori Daybell? Or that Lori and her brother, Alex Cox, murdered JJ and Tylee with no involvement from Chad Daybell, and that Chad Daybell had no clue that Tylee and JJ were buried on his property?